You always getting full.
Hi, hello. I just put this at the start of the video, but I don't even know if I'm doing anything this week because it's kind of like, how do I say this? The final stretch of this year. So like I actually have to do a lot of work. I just don't want to be behind on anything. So I think that most of this video will probably end up being all the work that I'm doing in school. But yeah, this is after class and a 3 animation thing. And now I'm kind of understanding why everyone hates Adobe so much, because I had to submit 5 photos for an assignment, and then after the second one, my app just crashed out of nowhere. Now I can't open it, I can't save it, and I can't close the app. So I think I have to like restart my computer or something. Hopefully that fixes it, because it was due today and I didn't submit 5, but I should be all right. Anyway, yeah, I'll try and cut to whatever I'm working on, and I'll see you guys later.
I'm breaking up with you.
Okay, quick voiceover for this part of the video. I was literally just working on this assignment for a couple hours, and it probably doesn't look like an art assignment because it's basically just a whole lot of anatomy. And we're supposed to be filling in a bunch of different muscle groups. And I think I mentioned this before in a different video, but I had like a little bit of an understanding already for different muscles and anatomy in general, just because of some stuff that I did in high school. So this wasn't too hard. Plus you can kind of just look anything up if you have to find the insertions and stuff like that. It wasn't too bad. I think the worst part for me is probably the skeleton, because I think that some stuff looks a little weird, but I can always go back and change that. I didn't end up finishing this fully. I think that I'm still gonna make a couple tweaks before it's due, but this one is a little easier. I think it's just very, very time consuming because looking at the list, I don't think you can see all the layers, but there's probably like 40 on this one file, and each one is like a different muscle group. And the poses for the skeleton are from life drawing, so I had to actually like draw the model. And then it was kind of like I had to be very patient and just go again and again and again to try and get a good pose for the arms. So that probably took a while. But yeah, this assignment, it doesn't really look like art. It kind of looks more like a biology student's homework. But yeah, I just worked on this for a little bit. I also had a similar assignment to this, which was right before. It was all the muscles on the legs. So this one was basically just the upper half of the body, which is a lot more complicated than the legs. I think that the legs have a lot of more muscles you can't see, but the arms have just so many like little ones that will literally do like one action, just like moving your pinky up and down. That'll be like 2 different muscles, but I don't think it was too hard. And then the one before that was an assignment on the face muscles, which I knew literally like nothing about. That one was a little bit hard because if you've ever seen a depiction of what face muscles look like, they don't really look like the rest of the muscles on the body. They're a little bit weird. And yeah, that was the assignment before this too. So we are kind of just learning where all the muscles are on the body. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this part.
You guys ever use? I'll let you guys know how it works. So everything on this entire left side has a price tag. It's all 20% off. And then everything else has no price tag. It's all $20. And then we also have accessories and jewelry in the corner. No problem.
Voiceover again. Those clips before were from this pop-up thrift thing that happened near me, and I would record more, but I was with my mom because she wanted to see it too, so we looked at the stuff. There was a lot of cool items there though. I didn't end up getting that much stuff though. The setup for all their stuff was also inside of a hockey rink, because I don't think it's being used during this time of the year that much, because I'm pretty sure the season's over. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny because I used to play in that arena when I was younger. But we ended up going to the mall after, and then I also bought nothing. I think I don't want to stretch out this video too much. I really, I really didn't have anything to do this week. I've just been very focused on getting my work done. That's what the video playing right now is, because this is my first time doing a walk cycle, and it was pretty challenging. I'm also not done this one yet either, but this was kind of just the process of doing it, and it turned out like all right. But I mean, by the time you guys see this video, I'm probably working on it right now. And now that second semester is almost done, the animation stuff is becoming a little more complicated, but I'm honestly up for that challenge. Like, doing this walk cycle is honestly, it's quite fun. Like, just figuring out how to make stuff look believable and realistic. I think that's pretty cool, especially when it's just 2D drawings. I think that shit is awesome, but it is definitely very time consuming. So that's the only thing. When I feel like I can never sit down for a super long time doing work, because I just get like either uncomfortable or I just have to like get up and move around or something, which is, it's kind of annoying because if I want a job off of this program, that's gonna be what I'm doing for the next couple years. Anyway, yeah, I do really hope that I can make full animations, like with my own characters and some cooler movements. Right now, it's just learning the fundamental parts, which I think is all right. Yeah, that's just what this assignment is. This is also near the end of the video, so I think I'm just gonna go straight into my questions. If you don't already know how this last part of the video is, I kind of just asked myself a couple questions, and feel free to ask yourself these questions too. So my first one is, do you notice your own tendencies? I think that I notice them a bit more now that I spend a lot of time in school and meet a lot of different people. I notice that I end up doing a lot of things like over and over whenever I'm like talking or something. Like if I'm a little bit like nervous, I think that I tend to just talk with my hands a lot. I don't even know why that is. I think tendencies are just like something that you build over time without even realizing, until maybe you notice it yourself or someone points it out to you. Like, say if you have a tendency of breathing really loud whenever you are angry, and maybe someone will point out, it's like, bro, why are you breathing so loud? Are you getting mad or something? Like, maybe someone will just notice it, and then you'll realize that it's a tendency. I don't really think there's anything wrong with them, but I think noticing tendencies can help you kind of know yourself a little better. So say if you're nervous, I think I do this one too, but if say you're nervous and you start to kind of sweat a little bit, or your hands get really cold, that's one for me. My hands get so cold. I don't know why, but then you'd be able to tell for sure, like, oh, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, kind of nervous. I need to just take a deep breath and just cool it for a second. I think that noticing other people's tendencies can also help you out too, by just getting to know them a little bit better. Like, say they're bad at making eye contact when they're embarrassed or something. You'd be able to tell they're like a little bit shy just by the way that they tend not to look at you a lot when you're talking. But yeah, I think that I've started to notice them a little bit more. My next question is, how often do you say no? I think that I've tried to not say no as much, but I think that when I really want to focus on something, I say no a lot. Like if someone invites me out, I'll just like decline right away if there's something I know I have to do, or if I'm really just not feeling like it, which actually, no, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think you should just be able to balance it. And if you don't like something, then you should definitely know when to say no, because I think that there's a big difference, and some people can't tell when others are uncomfortable, even if you clearly are like, I don't know about that, I'm not so sure. Like, you can just say no. Like, you can just straight up say no. I think that'll get across a lot easier than trying to beat around the bush a little bit. But this kind of leads into my next question, which is, how often do you say yes? I think that I'm trying to say yes a little more, just to try and do new things every now and then. But I think that saying yes too often to the wrong things can also be a little bit problematic. So I think that, again, just figuring out the balance between yes and no. But I think that I probably say no more than yes, but I might just be lazy and not want to try new things all the time. So maybe I'll just try and say yes a little bit more. That's pretty much all I have for this video. I think it's going to end up being really short, so sorry about that. But thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and remember to stay hydrated.